So hello, here I'm back again. Actually, we got disturbed. Some people walked by, two guys, and they were quite drunk. They were drinking more than beer, were drinking gin or something like that, and they were on drugs. And because of that, I did stop the video so that you get a nice tape, right? So we got disturbed for a second. The creator Bethoven is here. Like in the other part of the video, and he's canalizing the wind for you to make that transparent to the communication plant. So everything is like in the other part. We're going to communicate, we're going to use that as a communication plant and so on. And I'm going to use this again now as a mobile camera to present you the area. That's the communication plant. I'm filming with the mobile camera now. That's the area behind the plant, and I'm going to turn around. That's where the cameras are placed, and that's actually the background. And over here is the Rhine. And these two drunk guys, they left the flamingo there. There's a pink flamingo in the picture. Just in case that you wonder, the two guys with the gin and all the drugs in the bloodline, they actually left the pink flamingo there. So we have a new visitor, a quiet one, plastic flamingo. Let's go back to the topic. So I spoke with the creator Bethoven about the fact that he's able to use biological human bodies to live a life with a feeling like humans do have. Okay? The creator Bethoven is agreeing to that by sending some more wind. Watch out for the plant. Check it out closely. He's uplifting the plant a bit by pushing the wind wave into this side. Okay, so we're going to speak a little bit more about that topic, and I ended the other part with some questions, and the questions were about, it's true that you listen to music by using other biological human bodies sometimes, right? And the creator Bethoven is agreeing to that by triggering and canalizing the wind and by pushing the wind into this plant to say yes. So we stay with the same communication principles as we used them before in the first part. So actually it's a quite hot day. And because I'm doing camping at the moment, I'm living outdoor for the summer. Because of that, I'm not sure when and if all of the videos gonna come on YouTube. Okay, I'm not sure if I can make it to upload all of them, because I already had to delete a few, and one with Bethoven was there too. But you are happy that you can say hello to the people, right? And that you can send a live signal to planet Earth and see that the creator is reacting to my question by triggering and canalizing the wind again very strong to make that clear for you. So the creator Bethoven today is happy that with this video documentation you see, he's able to send a live signal of his existence to you, the people which are watching the video, and to all the people which do maybe get the information because of video material like this. You have living family members on planet Earth, is correct, as far as I know already from the communication. So do you want to say hello to them in case they do realize that they directly connected from the family tribe with you? Do you want to say hello to them? Yes, the creator Bethoven wants to say yes. He uplifted the plant a little bit to say that to me, and now he's gonna make that clear for the family members by sending more wind, and he's pushing the plant more, and that is for some living people which are connected to the family of Bethoven, so which are family members alive today. Okay, so you have family members on planet Earth, living humans. Yes is the answer, and to say yes to me, he did uplift the part over here like he's demonstrating that to you now. Okay, so when I make stuff transparent, me and Bethoven, we have to communicate very close with each other to make that transparent to you. because otherwise it would be impossible for you to understand everything and to be able to outread the natural environment, to see the answers and to understand its specific communication. So you did listen to a lot of music after you lived as the human man Beethoven, in situations where you used human bodies. Human bodies, yes. And he wants to share the information. You did listen to human music also by using animal bodies. Did I understand that correct? Yes is the answer. So can you push the plant a little bit more? I'm going to uplift the mobile camera for a second. The creator Beethoven going to push the plant now for you to make clear, yes, the answer is yes. I also did use animal biological bodies, so biological bodies of living animals, to listen to music when human music was played. So in situations when animals could listen to the music. And he's canalizing the wind now to say yes and to make that clear to you. Okay, he did uplift the plant. Let me use my hand a bit. Here, he's sending some more wind over here to make that clear for you. And that's exactly where I looked at, okay? So hopefully you could see that very well. But as I said, I'm filming with a few cameras. It's the same like before. So I hope that works out. Do you listen to modern music? That's the question I did ask you in the other video, the one I deleted, sorry for that. So let me give them the answer and then you can agree to that, if that's correct. I have the information that you, Beethoven, listen also to modern music sometimes by using biological human bodies, correct? So hip-hop, electronic music, stuff like that. So other music than classical music also. That's correct? And you can see he's uplifting the plant by pushing the wind into the plant. Okay? If you look at the plant closely, I'm going to use my hand to present that to you. He's pushing wind waves into this plant from the riverside to agree to what I said. Okay? So he's saying yes, also that you can understand that. Let's do that. Let's do that a little bit more specific. If you wanted to agree, so that you listen to different types of music by using biological human body, yes, they'll trigger the wind a little bit stronger, and that's what he's doing for you to make that clear. Okay? See how specific? And hopefully that was much more clear for you. So sometimes I have to optimize my communication with Beethoven, and Beethoven have sometimes in between, when we produce a video, have sometimes to optimize his way he influences and controls the natural environment to be able to present his own communication towards you in the best possible way. Okay, so that's an optimization process between us going on the whole time, and for each other we're doing it by ourselves as well also. And Beethoven is agreeing to that by canalizing and triggering the wind stronger now for you again. Okay, so I repeat that, always make clear what I see here to make it easier for you to learn from that. Okay, to make it easier for you that your human brain can learn to outread the natural environment if you watch these kind of documentations. By the way, we are in Bonn, Germany. For those of you which do not know that, Beethoven have lived in Bonn in Germany. So here's a Beethoven house. That's maybe the place of your birth, is that correct? Are you born in the Beethoven house in Bonn? You lived there. You lived there. And he's agreeing to that by pushing the plant again and by sending a higher wind level and wind waves into this area. I can feel that also on my skin, and now he's pushing that up. Okay? So here's a Beethoven house in Bonn, that's the city. I'm going to use the mobile camera again. So Bonn is actually right up the river down there. I'm filming it with my mobile camera. Okay? So in that city, beautiful little city, Bonn, there is a place, a little house in the city center, and that's the Beethoven house. And in the Beethoven house you can see all furniture and stuff like that, and some of the stuff which already was there is the storyline during Beethoven's life. Okay. So, and we have different kind of museums which always bring Beethoven stuff up also. To Beethoven, the question: have you been in Bonn during one of the Beethoven's days? I'm going to explain that in a second for the audience. You have been in. So you want to say hello to the people of Bonn as well, okay? So he's sending a special hello to the people of Bonn because he have lived here during his lifetime as a human, and in some of the time period where he already was a little bit popular, let me say it like that. And he's pushing up the plan for the people in Bonn to say hello. Also, I'm going to speak German for a second. Das ist für die Deutschen, die das Video sehen. Beethoven sagt hier den Bonnern einmal Hallo durch die Windsteigerung, durch das gezielte Hinkanalisieren des Windes hier in den Bereich, wo ich mit der Hand hinzeige, und sendet somit einen schönen Gruß an die Bonner Bürger sozusagen oder an die Menschen, die in Bonn leben. Lasst es mich besser so formulieren. So I switched back to English because I just explained it a little bit in German. For those people which are maybe understand better German, because Bonn is in Germany, so German is the language. Beethoven is agreeing to that. So he just said hello by triggering and canalizing the wind to the people of Bonn, because he have lived here in the city. It's like a homecoming for the creator Beethoven when he's producing a documentation here at the Rhine, close to the city of Bonn or directly in Bonn. That's the way you can understand that. Let me take a sip. It's very warm today. That did not work very well. It's very warm. And my shoe is open. I don't want to switch the cameras off. That's why I just gonna film everything. And we're gonna try to keep this video as easy as possible, okay? So the beer is warm. I have to be aware of that when I'm trying to take the next sip. Otherwise I'm getting here totally wet from backsphere. That's embarrassing when that is happening in front of the camera. But that's okay, I'm cool enough to deal with that. So I'm gonna chill now a little bit, and I'm gonna take another sip of the backs and from the joint. And then I'm gonna keep going with some questions maybe, as long as we get not disturbed, because as I said, I'm in a public area. The Beethoven's Day, you have visited that once, or maybe even often? I'm asking him, minimum once? Minimum once, okay? So the creator is communicating to the people in Bonn actually that he have visited the Beethoven Day, which is like a festival day because of the lifetime of the musician Beethoven. So it's a festival where you can receive informations and where you can watch live concerts and stuff like that with his music. And actually he have visited the festival minimum once. That's the information we have, and that's the information I want to share for you, okay? And the creator can agree to that by using the same method as he did before. And because it was so windy when I started to explain that, I'm maybe gonna wait until you have reduced the wind level a little bit, just for a second. He's agreeing to that. So the wind level will be reduced in a moment. And the reason for that is that I want to give people the chance to understand that it is clear communication. And for the very critical people, which easily judge wrong that we speak about just one weather condition, situation or circumstances, I want to make it for them easier to understand that it is specific communication. So I'm going to wait a moment, and please reduce the wind level a little bit, also by weather control. So that's interesting for you, the people which are watching the video, because then you can understand and see that this can also work. So the reduction of the wind level can also work when weather control is getting used. So I'm gonna take a sip and I'm gonna give Bethoven a moment to reduce the wind level in the area, and then I'm gonna keep going with more questions. So please check out now the plant and the weather condition. Now the plant became a little bit more quiet. Okay, Bethoven, can you agree to the fact that you have minimum once visited the Beethoven's Fest, how it's called, this festival here in Bonn in Germany, so that the people get that information, double check for that? And the creator Beethoven wants to say yes. So he's agreeing to the fact he's going to canalize and trigger the wind a little bit stronger for you to make that clear. So he's communicating with that to the people of Bonn, which are doing a Beethoven's Fest to celebrate his lifetime and the music he created and all that. He's communicating towards them and towards all the other people on planet Earth. Yes, I have visited minimum once the Beethoven's Fest in Bonn, which is a festival of our times. So it's happening every year in Bonn. So, and can you make it clear? See? Check this. See how specific, how strong he's sending now the wind again to make that clear for you, the people which are watching the video. Okay. So be aware of that. If you do visit a concert or a public place or one of these lost places, so any place on planet Earth, it's possible that you chill in an area where ghosts and spirits are around you, where they influence the natural environment you walk through. It can be possible, even if you do not realize that one of these creatures is connected in symbiosis to your biological human body, and is maybe influencing that, but maybe in a way that you can't feel it, that you can't see it, that you can't understand it. And you should be aware of that, because a lot of humans think when they look at themselves, they walk alone on planet Earth, but they never do. We live in a biosymbiosis, how I call it, so in a huge area with many biological bodies of what? The humans, of animals like dogs, cats, and others, insects, and also trees and plants. So we live in a biosymbiosis, and these creatures are able to use all kinds of forms of the biosymbiosis to create their life, to get their life feelings from that, and so on. Hopefully you could get what I'm trying to say. So please be aware, often you are maybe not alone. Often when you walk to a quiet street where you can't see nobody, it can be the situation that spirits or ghosts are there. It can be the situation that an intelligent creature, which can understand you, see you, analyze you, do live his or her life directly beside you, but maybe in the biological body of an animal or of a plant. You never know. And to the creator Beethoven, he's agreeing to that now. So he's making that clear for you. He's sending strong wind waves now to make clear for you, the people which are watching the video, that what I'm telling you, me now, what I'm telling you is the truth. So people never can be sure that ghosts or spirits are not in the area where they walk through or where they are. And you can agree to the fact that many spirits, how people would say, can live in biological bodies, also of animals, correct? So that if a human walks on a street and there's a cat, it could be also possible that another spirit, another ghost, at that moment in time is connecting symbiosis to the biological body of the cat and is living in that. Can you agree to that fact that that would be possible? And that is actually daily life on planet Earth, that creatures which are called ghosts and spirits using animal bodies to get some kind of lifetime feeling. And watch that, the creator Beethoven is agreeing to that, and that's why he started to shake the leaves a little bit more when I did ask the question. Let's go back to Beethoven. What I mean with that regarding my questions, I have a question. Do you like to play music if you are connected to human bodies of humans which are musicians at that moment in time when they play music or when they create music? So do you like to play and create music being connected in symbiosis and living in another biological human body? Yes. So it's in general it's a yes, okay? But of course all these biological human bodies are different. And it can be a nicer experience or a less nicer experience, and that's what the creator Beethoven also make it clear by triggering and canalizing the wind during I speak it out, and by raising the wind level to a higher wind level. Okay? So let me take another sip, and hopefully in a way that I'll not lose the half of it. Do you like to play music as an artist or in the biological human body of an artist? Let me say it like that. On concerts. So do you visit concerts and do you connect in biosymbiose to musicians them to be able to get their lifetime feeling if they're on stage and stuff like that? Beethoven is saying yes. Can you make that yes first? Okay, let me optimize myself and let optimize Beethoven himself a little bit. Can you make that yes a little bit more clear by sending a stronger wind level? And afterwards, Beethoven wants to communicate about some more stuff, the creator. Okay, so that's why we have to go now point by point. To Beethoven, can you make clear that you wanted to say yes? Can you make it more clear by shaking the plant again and by triggering the wind level to a higher wind level so that the cameras are able to film that very well, because they have to see that and they're not good as my human eyes, because if I'm standing in front of the plant I can see a lot with my human eyes, okay? But the cameras, they do not film that so strong. So that's why to the creator Beethoven, can you please use some more wind if you wanted to say yes before? So the creator Beethoven gonna say yes now, and he gonna use some more wind, and he gonna canalize some more wind to the plant to say yes. Watch this now. I'm gonna use my hand to point at the area where Beethoven can say yes, and he gonna canalize more and more wind so that the plant will start to shake more and more. Okay? And that's important because otherwise the cameras cannot film that good enough for you. Because I don't know how the sunlight is falling at this plant and all that stuff is influencing how good the cell phone cameras, because I'm filming with cell phone cameras, how good they film that, okay? But now Beethoven is making that yes more clear, and he did raise the wind level to a higher wind level when I requested that, when I was pointing with my hand here at the area to make that more clear also for you, the people which are watching the video. The creator Beethoven wanted to share another information. He can agree to the stuff I'm speaking out now, because I'm going to explain it to you, and he can agree to what I explained to you by raising the wind level to a higher wind level. So watch the plan, please. The creator Beethoven and other creatures which have lived as humans before, which have lived as musicians, they have a problem. Their situation is they would be able to use biological human bodies to do a lot of stuff. To play music, to listen to music, to go shopping. Everything we do as humans. And potentially even more. But because they are often not able to communicate with the living human who was born in that human body, so also the creature who sees him or herself as the human, because these creatures are not always able to communicate with the living humans to ask them if it's okay if they use their biological human body, because they are unable to ask. Because of that, they have the problem that they sometimes feel uncomfortable when they use biological human bodies to have a lifetime feeling, or when they see themselves forced into the situations that they have to use a biological body to have that kind of lifetime feeling. Let me say it like that, let me try to explain it like that. And Beethoven wants to agree to that, so you're going to canalize and trigger the wind level. You're going to push some more wind into the plant to make that clear for you, okay? So Beethoven, can you start to do it a little bit stronger, please? And for the people, check out the plant, please. The creator Beethoven, I'm going to use my hand, going to canalize some more wind to the area now, because he wants to agree to the problem in general. So that the problem is you can't ask a human before you want to use or before you can use their body, right? Often you are in this situation. Is that the problem? If there's a problem, make a lot of wind for that, so that the people can understand that. And I think the creator Beethoven wants to say yes in general. The thing is, maybe you do not like 100% how I explained it to you. Both is the case, is that correct? Both is the case? Then make it clear for the people. Make it clear? You would like to see that it's getting explained different. Okay, so creatures like Beethoven can use biological human bodies. Okay, that's a fact. But because they cannot communicate with all these humans, they're unable to ask the humans if it's okay if they use their biological human body. And that's their problem. So did I explain that very well? So if you want to agree that you see that problem, that you have that problem, and please make that clear by canalizing some more wind, some stronger to the plant, so that the people can see that. And I can see that the creature is reacting by sending and canalizing some wind, but he have to do that stronger so that you can see that. I'm gonna uplift my hand, and now he's canalizing more and more wind here into the area to make that clear for you, okay? So Beethoven is there not alone, the creator, with the problem he wanted me to make clear for you. Many creatures have that problem. So stay tuned and watch the other videos to find out more. Thanks for watching your Beethoven actually, and good night. Thanks.